Every morning starts with the same relentless ticking clock. Before you've even had a chance to wake up, the pressure of the day casts a long shadow over everything you need to get done. We're surrounded by images of the hyper-productive elite, the 5 a.m. runners, their intense workouts and aesthetic coffee shots, perfectly synchronized before the rest of us have even found our socks. Then there's the reality. You hit snooze 4 times, wake up at 11 a.m., feeling like a physical wreck, realizing you've already failed the day's first challenge. That gap between the life you're supposed to have and the one you're actually living creates a specific kind of tension. It's an internal friction that makes the daily grind feel heavier than it actually is. This is where the relatable failure meme steps in. By placing our pristine expectations right next to our dumpster fire realities, it gives us a way to acknowledge the mess without the guilt. When we share a deep-fried roast about being broke or being too lazy to function, we aren't just complaining. We're looking for a quick hit of validation that says our struggle is a shared experience. Seeing 1 million people like a post about failing at basic adulthood changes the math. It stops being a personal defect and starts looking like a universal condition. This brand of humor acts as a leveler. It lets us drop the act of being put together, making the demands of the modern world feel a little less suffocating. But our anxieties don't stop at our bedroom doors. We also have to contend with the much larger, noisier chaos of global politics. We are taught to view world leaders with a sense of heavy importance. They are the figures standing next to nuclear codes, projecting an image of absolute, unflappable control. The authority roast targets that control. It subjects the people at the top to our messy internet culture, swarming the apex of power with absurdity. By focusing on an awkward glance, the internet flattens the hierarchy, leaving behind something ordinary. Turning a dictator into a punchline works because it addresses the fear directly. It's hard to stay intimidated once you've spent the afternoon laughing at how much they look like an angry toddler at a grocery store. Look at how a specific roast functions. You take an image of a hostile leader and add a caption about a forgotten Netflix password. The humor comes from the friction between these two worlds. Colliding a global threat with a mundane inconvenience creates a specific comedic payload. Once associated with a petty inconvenience, that image lingers, making it difficult to take their projected persona of absolute power seriously. These images spread because they provide a sense of agency. Sharing a meme feels more productive than watching the news and feeling helpless. Memes serve as a tool for public deconstruction. They allow a mass audience to collectively chip away at the psychological weight of the world's most powerful people. Finally, we reach a point where the internet detaches from reality and society entirely, descending into a space of pure, glitchy abstraction. This is the realm of terminal brain rot. Here, the logic of the real world is replaced by a strange, hyper-fixated focus on things that don't actually matter. This is where we stop to analyze the physical consistency of fairy tales, asking why Cinderella's shoe, supposedly the perfect fit for her foot, would ever have the friction required to fall off in the first place. We start building entire elemental systems around fruit, wondering where the ele-melons of fire, air, and earth are hidden. In a world that feels increasingly unpredictable, these nonsensical debates offer a strange kind of comfort. It's a space where the rules are ridiculous, but at least we're the ones making them up. From personal morning failures to the fall of dictators to elemental fruit logic, this progression allows us to scale the world down. It takes the massive, overwhelming parts of existence and breaks them into pieces small enough to laugh at. At Memesdeepseek, we track these shifts in the internet's brain rot because it helps us all navigate a world that often feels like it's making less sense by the day. If you've exhaled slightly out of your nose at any point during this video, you are legally required to smash the like button. Subscribe to join the Meme Kings community as we continue our road to monetization. The next time someone says you're wasting time on your phone, you can tell them you're just making the world small enough to handle. We'll see you in the next one.